Continue to follow this developing story. New from overnight, we have now learned that a fourth victim has died from that shooting earlier this week in Minneapolis.
Police have a suspect in custody. He's expected to make his first court appearance as soon as this afternoon. Bill Keller is live in Minneapolis with the very latest on this. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. In fact, Police Chief Brian O'Hara calls these latest developments, quote, bittersweet, because just hours after investigators made that major break in the case came word that another victim has died from their injuries just 2 days after someone opened fire on a car filled with people. Late Tuesday night, 5 people were shot. This was near Bloomington Avenue and East 25th Street. 3 died at the scene, and overnight, police said that a fourth victim, a 28-year-old man, had died from his injuries. The 5th victim remains hospitalized. Yesterday afternoon, police say they arrested the suspected gunman in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood. 34-year-old James Oatley is now booked into the Hennepin County Jail on suspicion of murder.
While this arrest marks a major breakthrough, our work is far from over. We continue to seek information and assistance from the public regarding this fatal shooting and 2 additional homicides that occurred later on April 30th.
In fact, this week in Minneapolis, a total of 6 people have been killed in 3 deadly shootings. That is twice as many homicides in that 1 week as the previous 3 months combined, and police still working to figure out if any of these shootings are connected. James Oatley, by the way, who has a lengthy criminal history, is currently being held on a $2 million bond. The 34-year-old faces numerous charges, including 5 counts of second-degree murder. He is scheduled to make his first court appearance at 1:30 this afternoon. It is also worth noting that Oatley was arrested back in February on probable cause for aggravated robbery and second-degree assault, but he was actually released just 2 days later because the 36-hour hold had expired. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Bill, giving us the very latest from Minneapolis.
And as we learn more about the court proceedings here, we're also learning more about the 2 victims here, at least 2 of them in Tuesday night's shooting. Identical twin sisters, Melise and Morel White, were among the 5 people shot. Police tell us they found Morel dead inside the vehicle, while Melise was one of the 2 taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
Bullet had went into her cheek. There was no exit wound, so it was still in the roof of her mouth. They had to reconstruct everything. But I can't imagine how she's going to wake up and feel knowing that, Morel's not here no more.
Members of the American community held a prayer vigil yesterday for the victims and their loved ones. Many police, you see, were there, including the chief, among those gathering to show their support while also calling for peace.